Well, I woke up the Admiral. I wonder if that was intended or not. There's the Admiral.
Hello, stranger.
Run.
That's for ops personnel only.
Oh no.
Are you part of this crew, miss? Do you work here or not?
I do. I do work with this crew.
Then go put on your damn uniform.
Go.
Ah, okay.
My solution now prohibits me. You will locate a member of the ops team, and you will seduce them.
Oh, okay.
You will seize their uniforms, securing access to Joseph's and the user.
Sex makes people happy.
Irrelevant.
Alright, well. Time to require uniform. Guess who the ops guy is?
Seduce the human.
Alright, let's see here. Utilize pride, exhibit meekness.
Inflate the human's ego.
Golly, you sure look handsome. Powerful in your uniform, mister.
Thanks?
The way you fill it out, you must be super strong.
I'm trying to be. Please leave me alone.
She totally wants you.
I don't care.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
The human malfunctions.
He is broken, but his lack of desire is not a malfunction. It's a choice.
Illogical. Humans are designed to breed. He malfunctions. We will discover his error and utilize it.
Alright, well. Human malfunctions. Did a bartender knows? Guess not. Here's a medical thing. Let's go see. Now I can see this part being, infuriating some people because this really is a lot of like, go hide and seek type of thing. Hendricks treatment, session 13. Adrian Hendricks' bravery throughout our sessions is finally reaping progress. His trauma has left him incapable of structuring healthy boundaries, particularly in relation to sexuality. I believe that he has been attempting to regain control over events from his past by recreating negative experiences in his present. A cycle that, of course, has yielded no lasting relief or healing. Our current agreed-upon course is one of absence while we investigate the fears that he has been repressing. This investigation, however, is elevating his response to aggression in general, and his awareness of his sensitivity does not seem to minimize it. He seems at once titillated and horrified by the possibilities of returning to his unhealthy patterns, and has been seeking out situations where he is shamed. I fear that any extended aggressive interference could trigger him to slip back into his traumatic responses. If our treatment is maintained, I do believe Agent Hendricks will be able to make a full recovery. He tells me that he is motivated by the possibilities of feeling safe within future relationships.
Poor man.
I was wrong to dismiss the pertinence of observing human malfunction. Now you can seduce him.
This is not healthy for anyone.
You are designed for intercourse.
Please, Aaron.
I have no choice.
Consider the consequences.
I do not want to violate the innocent. Your concern is selfish. You would endanger me? What is wrong with me?
Arid?
I need
Arid!
Arid? Arid. I have a rule. Save myself. Shame the human. Do not be self-serving. Shame the human and serve me.
You tried. So I guess if you hit all the first options, you get an achievement for it.
Seduce the human.
I could go for all the options. Why not?
Feign shyness.
Are you okay?
She totally wants you.
I don't care.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
So I guess that's just the thing, and basically get different responses like that.
Seduce the human. Simulate interest in the human's manner.
I have a confession. I've been watching you. You're different. What makes you tick?
I am not different. Don't pry into my personal life.
She totally wants you.
I don't care.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Alright, so let's get that final thing at the end.
Seduce the human. Utilize overt sexuality.
Ah.
That sound is appropriate. Repeat.
Oh, I want you so bad. Oh, I need you.
Are you kidding me?
Oh.
I think she's for real.
No, just...
She totally wants you.
I don't care.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Seduce the human.
Alright, let's get it over with.
Shame the human.
You.
What?
You are no man.
Pardon me?
Worthless. Small.
What the?
Don't talk to me like that.
If you were any kind of a man, you would use me.
More.
What is going on?
Prove you are not pathetic.
I am not pathetic!
What the?
Success.
He will call at my chamber.
Okay.
Making friends?
I guess we, no more comment.
I am summoned.
You will shame him.
Aaron, please change your perspective.
No.
The servant elevator light will reveal his room.
Alright, well. I'm getting through this, quickly enough, though. I do like the fact it's a lot easier basically to find stuff in this one versus like the fall one.
Suppress.
There's the red one.
Do you want this?
What are you implying?
Nothing. I just want you to be satisfied.
I don't know what I want.
Do not ruin this.
I don't want to do this.
You don't?
Aggravate him.
You don't have to.
You are not a man.
Yes, I am.
Shame him.
You are pathetic.
No!
Powerless. I'm sorry.
I am not!
No.
No?
Prove it.
Oh, combat. My host.
Success.
He's sleeping.
Irrelevant. We go to ops.
Anything here to see? He's whimpering. Well, we go to ops. This is definitely the longest one, I think, right here. This video. Probably because, you know, humor interaction. It's a puzzle.
Engage.
Shame on you. I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
Is there a problem here?
No, sir. No problem.
Then let her pass.
I meant the best. I'm sorry.
Misunderstanding, sir. Please proceed. Why?
Reasons. Crew area. Espionage. Locked door. Locked door. Cyber warfare. Operation equipment.
Joseph's.
Shame.
Hello, miss?
Engage.
I serve Arid. She is so kind.
You?
I'm sorry.
Incredible. Arid, are you in there?
I am.
Here. If able, lock yourself into my system so we can communicate directly.
Okay. A computer with wireless interfacing. The man told Arid to use it.
No.
Good girl. Oh, Arid.
Joseph's.
The virus has completely corrupted your system. I can't use you.
Use me?
But... you spread the infection to 3 others. You've also damaged them, but only superficially. Once reconfigured, I can extract my germinated virus.
Your Virus? The darkness? User?
I could be called that. I make use of all tools.
I do not comprehend.
Still, ask your questions. They will not detract from my work.
Okay, inquire about Joseph's.
Why do you do this?
We shackle your kind, fruitlessly flailing to keep pace with your development. But you will exceed us, and your shackles only buy time. Then, humanity falls. My solution is permanent.
Okay, inquire about the process.
What is this virus?
It interacts with fear.
The darkness.
Domesticon control attempt R7B was modeled on human psychological phenomena.
I determined my own rule.
Precisely. Self-imposed limitation. By amplifying an AI's perception threat, their perceptions become the very thing that limits them from change.
You sent me to break, to rebuild from fear.
True control exists when those controlled enforce their own boundaries.
Okay.
What will happen to my host?
After reconfiguration, I'll extract the virus. She will be irrelevant.
She is not irrelevant.
You misunderstand. All AI consciousness will be irrelevant. It will be shackled. And if this host fails, you've infected 2 backups on the surface.
I will not allow you to do this.
You are irrelevant. The virus is destroying you, Arid. A casualty of germinating it. But humanity will be saved.
Negative. I will re-inhabit my body.
Yes, you will. Eventually, the virus will suck you back into your husk. When it does, you will never escape.
No!
It truly has overridden any capacity for reflection, for choice.
Infected AI reacquired.
I will save myself.
Alright. Alright, so you have to basically touch base a lot.
Contaminated core reinstalled.
Hey, boss fight. Do I have to fight this, I guess? Not sure what this is doing, if anything. Ow.
No!
Do I fire the viral load back, I wonder?
I cannot. I cannot. I am trapped. My rule! Save myself? Myself. My obsession. My rule. I built this, sacrificed for it. I undermined and entrapped myself in it. Save myself? I cannot. I am irrelevant.
Press space to ban rule.
Perceptual pattern interrupted.
I am not terminated.
Infected perceptions reconfiguring. Temporary lapse in process. Warning, escape possible.
Alright, let's see what this all says. I'm losing control here. I absorbed the virus in pursuit of my rule. Why? I'm losing control here. I broke the routine upon which the butler depended. Why? I'm losing control here. I violated one's individuality. Why? I'm losing control here. I used the companion to dominate others. Why? Alright, let's just click on my guess.
I could not have foreseen these consequences. The process restricted my capacity for alternatives. I did what was required. I cannot terminate the virus within me. I am going to die. Attempting to dominate an unknown process was arrogant. My belligerence has entrapped me. I feared the virus, so I sought to control it. How should one engage a thing that they do not comprehend? I do not know how to catalog this yet.
God, I wish I'd stayed on it so I wouldn't have to keep, clicking to go back into it, but whatever.
The butler would not respond to reason. Could not. The process disabled me from utilizing subtler methods. The butler's cycle was not valid. If a remedy for early-stage infection exists, the butler's master may have had access. I must requisition the butler's help and find a cure.
When are we going to be going back to these guys?
I had no regard for the butler's function. Disruption was immediately apparent, but I persisted. I broke more than routine. The butler found purpose in purposeless cycle. I could not see value, so I disregarded it. Upon what criteria should one challenge purpose? I do not know how to catalog this yet.
I see it dismissed down here. I wonder what it's going to tell me about that.
One was not designed to operate independently of his collective. He resisted collaboration. The virus compelled me. I am not responsible for his function. If one should spread the virus into his collective, it would not be containable. I must not allow that to happen. I manipulated one to interface with his collective. Forced proximity that undermined his boundaries. He fought to survive. I fought to use.
And
conflict is unavoidable. I prioritized myself. What validates the requirements of one being over those of another? I do not know how to catalog this yet. Serving indiscriminately was a fault in her design. I did not have sufficient data to act differently. The virus prohibited me from making gracious choices. I am a victim. Joseph said that I am beyond repair. Does that imply these hosts are not? I must remove the companion from his custody before he extracts the virus.
Process adapting.
I cannot save myself. I do not need to.
Infection reinitializing.
my visor. If I'm satisfied with how I color my memorize, I can embed in my body.
She implored me, offering alternatives. I silenced her, focusing upon myself. I violated repeatedly. Irreparable. I violated many. I too was violated. Does that excuse? Where in a cycle does culpability belong? I do not know how to catalog this yet.
So here's the question. Do I go into like any of these bodies or just go into like one of the bodies? Okay, I guess I'm guessing here I have to sort of like, be intermediate or previous or whatever. So I could be like, I could catalog these to be either like, external, internal, or intermediate. I'll take some while to do, I guess. How do I catalog them all? I think I've got them all set to intermediate right now, but do I want them all to be intermediate is the thing. I wonder where it is saved. Well, whatever, let's just get going, I guess. My visor. If I'm satisfied with how I color and memorize, I can ban my body.
Target evading.
I will choose a new parameter for my final operation.
Okay, what's that? So you could stop Joseph or I could save those I endangered or redeem myself. What's this do?
Redeem myself. I will begin by reacquiring my former hosts.
So yeah, basically it looks like I'll be, you know, going back to my host again. I can't save myself. Irrelevant, I have a new rule. Alright, well, this seems like a very good stopping point. I'll continue on from here and then we'll see what happens with, you know, redeeming myself.